Anyways, welcome to the show today. I'm a local poet. Jenny is a local award-winning painter and author, although you wouldn't know by talking to her. More about that soon. And we're here today to bring you the show. So, the Flint Underground, you're either seeing us on Comcast Channel 17 or you're seeing us at flintunderground.org, or maybe you're watching one of our YouTube videos.
If you're watching us on Comcast Channel 17, then that is Monday at 6 p.m. One of our videos is being shown.
Yeah, every Monday. So we appreciate you watching tonight. Hopefully next week you'll watch and catch something different, like our Creative Collab Night or maybe the Flint Art Walk. You know, there's always cool videos on there every single Monday at 6 p.m. But if you're online, there's cool videos too. FlintUnderground.org has stuff from the past, I think, 3 years now. And events. You're probably seeing Jenny running around with her camera in the middle of the street
Way
trying to
too long.
interview.
People are starting to ask questions.
Yeah. But check it out if you haven't. It's FlintUnderground.org or Comcast Channel 17 Mondays at 6. So this is the Creative Alliance, and you're probably asking yourself if you've never seen the show before, what is the Creative Alliance? Well, I'll give you that answer. The Creative Alliance is a group of artists and activists. We are painters, poets, organizers, dancers, performers, actors, models, photographers, filmmakers, writers, DJs, musicians, designers, comedians, and anything else creative. Our mission is to organize events and activities that support art, culture, education, and our community. We want to encourage an atmosphere that makes people proud to live in Flint. This sounds like a group you want to be part of. We meet every single Wednesday, almost, at Churchill's Bar and Grill for our general meetings, except of course at 7 o'clock, except of course for that third Wednesday of the month, we have our Creative Collab Night, which is an open mic, open canvas at Good Beans Cafe, and that's free, and that goes 7 to 10.
And I have a great announcement about that too.
We'll make your announcement.
Do it now?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Creative Alliance is going to have a contest. We're going to try to find Flint's song. And I talked with Ken Van Wagner. He's on the committee now, and so is Al Harris. And so far you're not. So anyway, we're going to have this Flint song, and the only thing you have to do to be an entrance to enter the contest is to come to the collab night between now and May of 2015. And play your song. You'll be part of the regular video that we make. And then probably maybe in June we'll have an event where the popular vote will pick the Flint song. And we don't know.
So it can be any song as long as you play it in Flint?
No, it's a Flint song. It's about Flint. It's to talk about Flint. It's to speak about Flint.
Does that have to run to it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, and then we'll let the public decide. And it can be any kind of song. I mean, it doesn't matter. We keep it all open. I mean, we're always open at collab night. Do whatever.
And so what's the prize?
We're not sure yet. The honor of having Flint song, but it's in its infancy, but I want to talk about it a lot often. And then, but I know one of the things is that Ken said that he would let them use his studio to do a version of it that sounds a little more professional.
Cool. So you get some professional recording out of the deal at the very least. I'm
Yeah,
sure we'll have them on the show, right?
That's the first.
I'm sure we'll have the winner on the show, so it's a pretty good prize.
Oh yeah, we'll have them on the show too.
And all you gotta do is perform your song at any of our Creative Collab nights, the third Wednesday of every month from now until...
From 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. and you got until May 2015 to play your song, but do it. I mean,
yeah, it's only 365 days. Get on this.
And you'll have a great time at Collab Night. It's a lot of fun.
So today in our show we got some really cool guests. We're gonna start with graphic artist Larry Launstein Jr. And to celebrate the Bluegrass Bazaar, we're gonna have two separate bands on today. We're going to have Old Napper and the Spittoon Stompers and Silo. So I'm real excited to get into that. Before we do, why I mentioned that she's an award-winning artist. Behind me I have Jenny's painting of our own cameraman, Paul. You want to get a click yourself on it, Paul? Get a selfie of it. This was used. Yeah. Focus on it. This was the winner of our monthly contest that we have at the Flint Local upstairs. The 50-50, where any local artist can submit a painting for $5, and then it's the vote of different people that come throughout the night to the event.
For Art Walk.
During the Art Walk.
During Art Walk in June is when they're going to be voting on the next contest. So you have the day before that, which is a Thursday, I don't know what day, the 12th, June 12th. We'll meet here between 6 and 8 to hang the art, and then during Art Walk the next day, people will be able to vote for it, including yourself. And then at the end of that night, when we count the votes up, and whoever gets the most votes gets half the money that's brought in.
Right, 50-50, and the rest goes for cool stuff like this here on the Creative Alliance showcase.
And you can leave it up for a month too, so if you put your name, your phone number, and how much you want for it, there's a possibility, so you might buy it.
And it's a cool event, because you know they have the red ink artists up here in the next room showing art, so there's always a crowd coming up, and usually a show downstairs too. So even if you're not submitting art, you should come check it out every month. We're upstairs at the local. Don't forget to vote. So I'm gonna run into the events now, I guess. So quickly down the list, we have this really cool Flint song contest that you can check out at any of the collab nights coming up. But in addition to that, Friday, May 30th, the local 432 presents the Race to the Coffin comedy tour with Seth Addison and MC Cody LaRue, and music from Board Up the House, and that's the Flint local. Really funny guys have been coming to collab night. You should check them out. If you're not going to see the collab night video, come to the local and check them out. It's May 30th. That same night, there's also a comedy night at Colonial Lanes in Flushing, Michigan. Check that out. Saturday, May 31st, 7 p.m., the finale's Re-Silenced CD release party at the Flint Local 432. And out in Flushing at the New Jack's place, we got Flea Flicker Live. Tuesday, June 3rd, 6:30, RC Song Poems at the Rye Bakery in Flushing. Saturday, June 7th, there is a volunteer expo at the Whaley Historic House in Flint at 11 a.m. And it's also the day of the Crazy Park Bluegrass Bazaar, the first annual, hopefully. That goes from 12 noon to 9 p.m. It's going to include Launstein, Covert, Ron Hammond, of course, Old Knackler and Spittoon Stompers, M&Air, 5x5, Beacon, One Purpose, Silo, Aaron McCormick, and Downtown Denny's. So come check that out. That's free at Crazy Park. And that evening at the Flint Local 42 is Punk Rock Prom, which I haven't been to in a long time. Always a cool event. Come check it out. Lineup to be announced soon. Friday, June 13th. That's the same night as Art Walk, 6 p.m. The Creative Alliance. That is Art Walk. Creative Alliance, along with Flint Underground, present the 10th annual Jamboree at Churchill's Bar and Grill. It's an event we do every single year. We're showcasing music and talent and freak show of some kind at some point.
Is that an open art show again, Polly?
He's got his hand over his mouth. He won't say, but I'm pretty sure it's open if you get hold of Polly beforehand. Also that month, there's a secret Flint Underground art show at Rod's Garage. Check it out.
You're supposed to mention that?
Well, it's a secret, but I'll let you guys know because you're my trusted viewers.
Okay.
And then also on Art Walk night, Jaybird presents metal. The UN Pavilion across from Churchill. I think it's going to be like hardcore art. And,
Oh yeah, she's
hardcore
great.
metal
They're great.
bands,
Her and
too.
Jay both are great.
Yeah, very creative people in this town. And then last but not least, the 47th annual Flint Art Fair. And that's on the Cultural Center campus. It's 10 a.m. Saturday, June 21st and Sunday, June 22nd. So not a lot of events this time, but enough to keep you busy, right? Now that we're filming, the Flint Local 432 art costs have gone way, way down. We'd like to pass those savings on to you guys. So if you're interested in being an underwriter for this show, and that's having one of either a 1-minute commercial or 2 30-second commercials, you can get a hold of Jenny. It's only $10 for either of those options, and it goes to support Flint's coolest grassroots organization. You can also do that actually, before I move on this show, or on the collab night, or on Art Walk, or any of the
Yeah, you can
videos
take
that
any of the
see on
videos
Underground.
to put commercials on.
Yeah, it's a pretty good deal. It's only $10. You can't beat that. Get a hold of Jenny. Her email is this.
You can.
Check it out.
Yeah.
So, we got our first guest.
We're going to pause for commercials then?
Oh, let's go to those commercials then.
Page's Bookstore is locally owned and located at 132 West 2nd Street in downtown Flint at Buckham Alley. It is a showcase for local authors and artists. Please visit Page's during the second Friday Art Walk in downtown Flint.
Come visit the Good Beans Cafe at 328 North Grand Traverse, Flint, Michigan in historic Carriage Town.
Yeah, alright. 1, 2, 1, 2, smiling faces. Constantly supporting community and culture. And beyond. The Good Beans Cafe! Yeah! There we go.
Okay, and we're back. Don't forget, you too can be a sponsor on the next show.
Only $10.
Only $10. So I want to welcome our first guest, Larry Launstein Jr. Welcome, Larry.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Well, I've had a long day today.
Well, having me all. It's nice to have you on the show, though. So tell everybody what you do. You're a graphic artist, right?
I'm the owner of Computer Publishing Concepts. I operate out of both Frankenmuth and Flushing.
Very cool.
Great, great. Yeah, I always always run into Larry at the art walks. It's like every art walk I run into him and I get another one of his cards and we talk about him being on the show. So I thought, well, this would be a great one because, you know, we
No
had
time
some
to-
bluegrass music on this one. I'm sure we're gonna get a big audience.
Right. So what kind of services do you offer, Larry?
I offer graphic art, web design, branding, corporate ID, and I also offer internet marketing.
Very cool.
So internet marketing, did you make people seem like go to our FlintUnderground.org site more often? What would your advice be, or do you not get it out for free?
Well, my advice would be, number one, you should definitely promote yourselves on Facebook. Sorry about that. But definitely promote yourselves on Facebook, and I would also start blogging
Blogging.
on WordPress or whatever you have to blog with. And the reason for the blogging is that you can get the word out more. And of course, definitely have it on your website if you have one.
That's a good idea.
Great.
So when you say branding, you mean like logos and things of that nature?
That's right. And not only that, but we take things like flyers and brochures and business cards and all kinds of things, and take the logo and try to develop a brand with that.
Very cool.
And what we mean by that is that we try to create a color scheme and try to mix that with the logo and in some cases a catchphrase.
So what got you into this line of work?
It was one of life's happy accidents because I have a journalism degree from Michigan State too, and when I graduated the jobs just weren't there, and I got exposed to desktop publishing while I was a student there, and I used to belong to the computer user groups, and I was about the only student that even bothered to go to those things.
So this is when they first started, coming out with the home computers and things like that, or?
Well, they had the Macintoshes and they had the PCs, but they started out with things like Aldus PageMaker, which now is Adobe InDesign. And they had things like Illustrator and Photoshop, but they were nothing like what they are now.
Right.
Did you tell me that you won an award, a student award, an Addy award, though?
Yes, I did. It was a 2008 Student Silver Addy Award for a website that I still do. It's the VSA Michigan, Genesee County.
Very special
That's
arts,
a really cool
right?
program.
Oh, yeah, that is great. And you designed their website?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
And I still work with them.
that's great. That's great.
And I've been involved with some of their events and everything. And
Well, I know I sure see you around a lot. You're real active in the community.
yeah, I'm active around here and active around Frankenmuth too.
Okay. Okay, well, so if somebody wanted to get a hold of you about any of the things that we talked about, do you have a website? I bet you do.
Yes, I do. It's www.cpcwebsite.com. C as in cat, P as in Paul, C as in cat, website.com.
Great. Got a phone number you want to put up there or no?
It's on my website.
Okay. Oh, we don't, what if they don't have a
Now I'm just
computer?
thinking of the website for the cats.
Yeah. Okay, so, anything else you want to talk about?
Well, I sent Jenny a message to talk about some of my creative inspirations and about some of my other inspirations.
Tell us about some of those inspirations.
One of my primary inspirations is the artist Paul Rand. He's no longer alive, but he came up with the IBM logo, the ABC logo, which is still used, the American Broadcasting Corporation. He came up with the original UPS logo. It's no longer used. It's been altered. And he's come up with so many logos, and what I liked about his work was there was nothing really outlandish about it. It was just very basic, straightforward, clean, and so very identifiable.
Yeah, sounds like a...
I think that's really interesting how like good art is the stuff that sticks with you. You might not even know it's art when you see it, you know, like an ABC logo or something like that. You see it every single time you turn the television on, but you don't necessarily identify it. It just is something ubiquitous, you know what I mean?
And when you look at the ABC logo, it's kind of in a little bit of a clear area there, but it's definitely there. And it's still the same logo that he designed all those years ago.
That's pretty cool.
And another artist that I really think very highly of is Milton Glaser. He's still alive. He works out of New York. He was the one that came up with the I Love New York logo. And it has the letter I and a heart, and it says NY.
Right. It's super identifiable type of art.
And he's come up with some posters and stuff too. He came up with the Bob Dylan poster that was used in the Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits record, which leads me to my next big influence, and that's John Berg, the legendary Columbia Records album designer. He just actually designed the album cover for that Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits.
Okay.
But his most famous work, and he really revolutionized album cover design when he did this, was when he was working with Chicago, the band.
Oh.
He came up with the logo along with Nick Fasciano, and they came up with all kinds of cool ways to put that on there. I mean, the logo was actually put on their second album in 1970, but it's been on every album ever since.
Right.
But what he did, and some of the designers that later came along couldn't figure this out, he put the logo in the same exact location every time. And then he built everything around it. I mean, that logo has been on sheet metal.
Sure.
That logo's been on wood. That logo was part of a flag.
Yeah.
And
that's been around. I know.
That logo has been ingrained in leather. It was part of a map of the city of Chicago.
Yeah, well, Chicago probably. I would say this could be Chicago's name band. Like
And his last one, the last one he did for Chicago, was actually, the logo was actually ingrained into a fingerprint.
Wow, that is cool. That's cool.
It's kind of interesting to think about commercial artists. You know, they're not really appreciated in the same way that, say, a fine artist would be. You know, you don't see a lot of logos in museums unless it's done by Andy Warhol or someone like that who's kind of ironically taking that statement. But it's a really interesting turn that most of the art done today, you know, most of the patron art is done for corporations, logos, bands. You know, do you hope to one day maybe have one of your logos in a museum or something like that?
Oh, I don't know if I'll quite make it that far, but what I did with the logo that I gave to Jenny there, that was inspired by Paul Rand.
Do we have an image of that, Jenny? Can we show that on the show real quick?
Sure.
Show that. I don't know if it's copyrighted, but we got the artist here. Do you want to describe that just a little bit for our viewers that are seeing it?
Well, it's got a kind of a red. It's almost like a chevron. It's in a rectangular area, and then the letters CPC at the bottom are kind of cut off. And the idea is for the I to fill out the rest. But at any rate, I just want to say that it's really been a pleasure being able to talk art with you folks. And
thanks for coming on the show. You're probably the first commercial artist we've had, which is a cool thing for this show, you know, and breaking into different types of medium.
Yeah, I like the information.
really appreciate you coming on the show. And if anyone's interested in getting a hold of you, they can check out your website here. Once again, CPC. And
It's cpcwebsite.com. C as in cat, P as in Paul, C as in cat, website.com.
awesome. Well, thanks for coming on the show, Larry. I appreciate you.
Yep, and everyone wants to.
Yeah, let's run into underwriters real quick and thank our sponsors for helping pay for this show.
Pages Bookstore is locally owned and located at 132 West 2nd Street in downtown Flint. At
Creative
Buckham Alley.
Alliance t-shirts
It
is
a
only
showcase for
$10.
local authors and artists. Please
Whoa.
visit Pages during the second Friday art.
And you too can be underwriter. It's only $10 and it goes to your favorite local grassroots organization, Creative Alliance. So we're back with Old Napper and the Spittoon Stompers. Welcome.
Thank you.
If you guys just want to go down the line, start with the lady, and just tell everybody home your name and what you play in the band.
My name is Jessica Hester, and I play banjo and fiddle and sometimes guitar.
My name is Eric Knobloch. I play guitar, fiddle, banjo also.
And I'm Dusty Gaucher. I'm up here from Louisiana visiting, and I play guitar and banjo.
Good day to visit, huh?
Yeah.
So, for anyone who hasn't seen you guys before, who's Old Napper? Are you Old Napper? Okay, I wouldn't have guessed that.
No, you're a Spittoon Stomper?
I'm the lonely Spittoon Stomper.
Oh, okay.
It's just me and him, and we're the Spittoon Stompers, and someone else is here.
Oh, okay.
He gets the nickname from back in New Orleans. We used to have a house with a bunch of people who were learning fiddle all
Just
at
got
once.
off the train. I was tired.
And he would sleep literally in the middle, surrounded by fiddlers trying to learn this.
Wow.
Learning.
Something very hard to
Yeah,
do.
learn it.
Yeah,
I sleep, huh?
I used to sleep. I slept on the way here actually. It's not
Okay.
a bowling ball.
Bit of a
Back.
truck.
Yeah, on a bowling ball. Yeah.
So you guys play like a Louisiana style?
No, I'd say more like Southern Appalachian.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's what it sounds like to me, but I am not a music expert.
Americana
Americana
roots.
roots, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would, yeah, because I've heard you guys play. Did you guys play at Pages, and then you're gonna be playing at the, oh, you were playing at Churchill's one
A
time?
little bit of church.
I think I videotaped you both times, I don't know if you know it or not, but yeah, I sneak around and videotape people, they have no idea. Anyway, but, so you're on those two videos, and then, it was an art walk. When was the art walk?
At Pages.
At Pages, and then it was an art walk at Churchill's too, but a different one.
Yeah, it was a fundraiser for the Kersey Park Bluegrass field.
And that's what you're gonna be on in June,
June
right? Do you wanna
7th.
talk about that?
Yeah, we'll be playing June 7th. It should be a real good time. Everyone should come down and check that out. And then I know we're playing on the 27th of this month at Crepes, the Crepes place, Crepes and Tips in Flint here.
Oh, Flint Great Company?
Yeah, the
Right.
Flint company.
And that goes to fundraise for the actual event.
I'm not sure what.
I'm pretty sure you
Were you guys regular at Art Walk before you started
No,
doing
no,
this?
no,
Have you
no.
even had a chance to walk around while you were here?
No, we all met down in New Orleans. I just actually came up here and my kid wanted to go to school up here, so we ended up, I have my family up here, so we ended up staying up here. And we came up and visited us, so we got Stompers instead of a Stomper.
Okay.
Very cool.
So, but anyway, what do you think? You're gonna come back more often now? Do you get used to Flint or not? Were you kind of scared when you first came here? Okay, good.
It's all right.
We were all from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Right,
It was, and when I was young, yeah, it's not
is funny though, some people are so scared to go to the art walk because they're afraid they're gonna sneeze on
No,
something.
it seemed like it was fun for, but we were like in a glass room, like.
Yeah,
so
if
we
you
could
do that,
see
you can
the
see all
house.
around,
Yeah,
no?
we could see what was right in that block, so.
Well,
we
anyway,
could
you
see
gotta
that
make sure
block.
you can,
Yeah,
you gotta get out early,
check
get
it
there
out.
early or late so that you can,
When is the next one?
it'd be the second, every
It'll be
second
the
Friday.
13th of June, yeah.
Second Friday?
Friday the 13th of
Oh,
June.
nice, that must be going to have one then.
So, okay, so now I understand you two know each other from Louisiana, that you were
All
together?
three,
Yeah, we all know each other.
Oh, all
from
three?
Louisiana.
Yeah, you're all
All
from
three.
New Orleans, right?
Okay, so where were you born?
I was born here.
Okay,
I was born in Missouri, and I went down to live in New Orleans when I was like 19 years old.
oh, okay. Is that when you started playing music, or did you before
I
that?
played music all growing up.
Yeah, we all played all our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always the same kind of music?
No,
No.
I was the same.
What did you start out with?
I play guitar and like, I guess listen to like, Bob Dylan and other stuff like that.
Bob Dylan? Okay. How about you? Were you
I started off in school playing classical
classical? Oh, classical
violin.
Well, I asked somebody what the difference is between a fiddle and a violin, and they said no.
No, it's
That's
just
true.
how you play.
It's not-
It's
yeah.
just
That's how you play. And you're from New Orleans, or?
I'm from Louisiana, not from New Orleans, but I've lived there the past 4 or 5 years.
Cool. You been playing music your whole life too?
Since I was about 10 or so, I just picked up a guitar and put it down and then picked it up later.
What kind of attracted you guys to the early Americana, roots music type stuff?
I don't know, just always since I was a kid that I didn't have the same way to connect to the other musicians who played that. And also it's kind of hard to find that stuff online.
Yeah, it is.
It's not easily there, so I don't know. I always reached out for it, but didn't really grasp a hold of it till I was in New Orleans.
Is there a big scene down there?
Yeah.
There it is, yeah.
That's cool.
A lot of people play older music, roots music down there.
Yeah, up here it's not so much. So when you have a festival like this, it really gives people an opportunity to come out and kind of see what's happening.
This
Yeah.
is my problem. I lived here before. I played banjo when I was 13, and when I was growing up, everybody was playing death metal, and I was playing
Right.
banjo.
Did you ever try to do it? Did you ever try to mix the
Banjo
death
death
metal
metal?
and the banjo?
No, I've done an Ace of Spades before, but it's not the same. It's kind of like beating on each other.
Would be interesting.
People do it.
Yeah, they do really. Take your, they just, you always think of banjos being always happy. It's always happy, and I just can't feel threatened by banjo.
I don't know. There's some threatening banjo artists out there.
Oh, really? Okay. Maybe you guys can change my mind.
I've never been threatened by one.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Not by
It's not just me.
Not that I'm music.
Okay.
What you mean is like the nature of it is all very gentle.
Yeah,
and the
banjo,
death
just
metal-
happy.
Yeah, it's just all pretty
Yeah,
natural, yeah.
sure. And I was gonna ask you guys, are you doing anything after June, after the Bluegrass? Is there anything you want to talk about?
I don't know if we have anything going on after June.
Is
See
there a
when it
place-
comes.
Is there a place where somebody could go to look online to find out what you're doing?
We do have the Facebook thing,
Okay.
and that brings Spittoon Stompers, maybe some more stuff in the future.
Okay.
But I guess I did get offered, they want us to put it upstairs.
Oh, just
really?
now?
Already you had
It's
another
easy,
offer.
it's
Heck, yeah.
perfect.
That's
So,
local 432.
check 'em out at the local.
It's gonna be on there.
Around
Just
sometime
watch
after June
that.
7th.
Great. Okay.
Have you guys considered like putting together an album yet, or is that still too far in the future?
The roles, it's hard to do it yourself and listen to yourself and make sure what you need.
And outside,
You need outside, yeah, you need somebody else.
I'm sure it's gonna
Yeah,
happen
yeah.
when it's
Someone
ready.
rather than us doing it ourselves.
Do you have any Flint songs?
Flint songs? No.
Not yet.
Can you think of one? One
For
of the
the
prizes,
contest?
yeah, because one of the prizes is Ken can like use his equipment to make a professional sounding CD. For music, the song anyway, the Flint song.
This is my first time here, so I'm gonna have to get more
Not
experience.
yet. Not
Yeah, I
yet.
understand.
You say it's St. Flint or something on the Flint River, tie it in.
Yeah, there's some wild carnivorous mermaids out there. Anyway, okay, so are you guys, anything else? Or you want to play for us, right? But I just want to make sure we talk about whatever you, did you have any more questions, Nick?
No, oh, I'm sorry.
Come on, man. I just appreciate you guys coming on the show. And so people can check out your Facebook, and it's facebook.com/Old Napkin Spittoon Stompers, in plural.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, I just really want you guys' album, so get on that. Hurry up with that. And then, you want to talk about the songs you're going to play though?
We're gonna play, maybe we're playing Black Mountain Rag, and then,
Lost
Lost
Indian,
Indian.
And Georgia Railroad.
Georgia Railroad. Three pretty rowdy both times.
Okay,
Whiskey,
great.
whiskey drinking,
Great.
Renaissance.
Great. Thanks.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Old Napper and Spittoon Stompers.
All right, Black Mountain Rag.
started off with the Creative Alliance gets together every Wednesday, every third Wednesday of that month. Instead of going over the meetings and what was on the agenda, we did nothing, and we did nothing related to that, and we only did artistic things. Like we played music around and we crafted, and people just hung out, and it was just a way to remove all the formalities of it and stuff like that. And so they called it collab night, but we only did it at where we had the meetings at Churchill's. So then we came up with the idea to maybe do it for the public, so it would be more of an open mic. So that's where it became more of a stage where people could express themselves.
Escaping to films of my chemical exchange, faulty to my compromise, I'm falling into you.
So we asked Ken at Good Beans if he would be open to having that, and he was totally jiving with that. In January of 2009 was our first time doing that.
I got a suitcase, I take it everywhere.
It doesn't have to be members of the Creative Alliance. It can be just people from the public, and that's why we wanted to do it, is to invite people of all walks of life to come and share it. And we wanted it to be a place where people could work on their craft. So if you have an idea, if you have a new song and you want to try it out, this is a great audience to just try something that maybe you wouldn't do performing or play at a place where you have to perform. It's more of I call it my practice pad, because I'm constantly doing that as a host, just trying new things, trying new songs.
I wish the couple on the corner would just get a room. Seems like everyone around me's on their honeymoon. I'd love to take a pen to a heart shake, but living when everybody's got somebody for me.
Princess Diana, that shit came to see. Was it the boys in the back of the room, or was it me? You never look so down. Can I offer you a hand? You pulled your scarf from your face, but you could barely stand. You could barely stand.
If you have poetry, if you have like a new story that you're writing, you want to see how people react to that, or if you just want to practice how you perform, we get a lot of that.
Skinny girl popular, skinny girl blonde hair, skinny girl Hollister, brand names only, skinny girl selfie, skinny girl, OMG, where did you get those shoes? Skinny girl 2.0 GPA, skinny girl lightweight, skinny girl big boobs, skinny girl big ass. Oh wait, I actually got that one.
What strange bard fights to kill the love in our hearts, to sear our conscience and leave us barren, to wallow in a shallow pond choked with mire, and sully our imaginations with depravity and dark desire? A Pied Piper who seeks to draw out purity and drown innocence, leaving victims empty and on edge, bitter and cynical.
I remember this well. Do I have to do this, I tell? It was 50 years ago today. Why is this I have to say? Yes, I experienced firsthand, I say to you, that I remember Beatlemania. My sister had Beatle records, magazines and pictures, and had trading cards that I should have kept, miss you. I got serious later on, not a doormat. I got the original LPs in their British format.
In the corner of my mom's kitchen, I settle for a smooth granite countertop, the finished wood of a couple cabinets and their sleek metal handles, as I ignore the window over the sink for a second. In this second, I am enclosed in a lightless chamber that has no name, that there is no name for. The room goes quiet.
Where have I been? On sidewalks, wandering around, doesn't matter. Where am I going? Just how I went. She stares at nothing, almost. But if you looked at her, you would have seen an entire world woven behind her eyes.
You can just show up. It's 7 to 10, pretty loose. We usually have enough people where you have 15 minutes if you want it to play a song, to recite poetry, you know, read a story, tell jokes. We've had some comedians come, so that was good.
I just randomly speak like the Macho Man Randy Savage sometimes. It won't interfere with my set, I promise. What the fuck is this shit?
Will you sign this? And I'll just go. I don't remember how to sign this.
I'll be like, did you hear about this kid you went to elementary school with? He cured cancer. I'll be like, yeah, he also crapped his pants in 3rd grade.
And it's just it's a great evening. It's just every 3rd Wednesday from 7 to 10. That's kind of my sanctuary where you go and you can conversate with other artists and just see what happens, and kind of an incubation of creativity. That's what I like to call it.
All right, and we're back, and I want to welcome Silo to the show. Gail and Larry, right?
Yes.
Welcome.
Your name.
And Nick and Jenny, of course.
Nick, I know Jenny, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice to have you guys on the show. Welcome. So what do you play? Let's just
I
get
play
into it.
fiddle. I just play fiddle. I used to play mandolin, but I play fiddle.
Just
and
fiddle, I think that's
hopefully
not a
don't break a string.
Right.
Yeah, I've got two 5-strings right now, but
Nice.
I love it.
Nice. Welcome. And what do you play, Larry?
I play banjo, fiddle, harmonica, and saxophone.
Play it all. Saxophone. That's not something I usually hear in bluegrass
He was
band.
missing another one, but I can't remember what it was.
He plays everything, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He
Oh,
plays
yeah.
drums sometimes. I mean,
Yeah, he really is good at everything.
Very cool. How long have you guys been together as a band?
2 years.
2 years? Okay.
Yeah, I met him one night on a rare night. He wasn't working. He was sitting in an audience where I was playing.
Oh, great. Were you with
And-
another band? Or just by yourself?
Yeah, I was with another band, and I just looked out at him and I twirled my bow and I said, I want to meet you. I don't know.
And
Yeah, I
then
just
you
thought it was
became
cute.
a band.
Yeah, we met, and then I realized, oh, geez, I thought you were a performer or some famous musician, but you are a fiddle player. Yes.
So you always played that type of music then, that kind of bluegrass,
Oh, no.
rockabilly? Oh, what did you play? Were you playing a classical violin too before?
Oh, was I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I played classical for a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hired for that band, be it as it may.
What was the name of the band?
Well, no, I don't think I should tell you the name of the band. But it was kind of a real funky little band way back in Mount Pleasant a long time ago. And I helped start the Wheatland Time Music Festival. I was one of the only females that actually was in the living room dancing around playing fiddle. Everybody else was, baking bread. And we all started saying, man, maybe we can play fiddle too. Yeah.
So Larry, what about you? What's your background?
I'm from Virginia, but all my music background is from up here, around Flint.
And I know you've always been in a band, haven't you?
Yeah.
What was your first instrument?
Harmonica.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And
And
then,
why the harmonica?
well, my older brother played the harmonica, tried to, and Well, anyway, he wouldn't let me play his harmonica, so I used to steal my older sister's little lady and play around with that, and since then it just built up from there.
And then what?
Then I started playing the banjo.
Banjo?
Yeah.
You play the fiddle too, right?
Yeah, that was later on the fiddle.
What happened after banjo?
Well, I was playing up here in the bars and that, but nobody could dance to it up here, so I thought maybe if I learned to play the fiddle, then I would do something else.
You come from a musical family, maybe?
No.
No? You know, whose violin are you playing?
His own.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
He got a new Deering banjo.
I gotta tell you something. Larry's my cousin, but it just happens he's my cousin, but he also plays bluegrass and he's great. And I remember as a kid, our grandfather used to play fiddle. Well, I really can't remember him playing fiddle as a kid because he died when we were really young. But he used to play the fiddle and call square dances. And I know at one time you had Grandpa's fiddle, didn't you?
Yeah, sure did.
Is that what you learned on or something else?
No, I played with a different fiddle. But he wrote a poem called The Old North Road.
I know that poem.
Yeah, and I converted it to music.
He was a poet too.
There's a music video on that.
Oh, what's the address? Anybody wants the address?
Oh, Allen 41709. ALLEN 41709.
That's your YouTube channel.
That's
So all
my
his
YouTube
videos are on there, and he has a bunch of them. And I'm telling you, some of them are, the ones that I've seen are always really good. But I think that the Mexico one, that's funny. And then the one where I know with all the words.
Yeah.
He has some really creative videos out there. So if you should go look it up and then break
He does a lot of props, and he has fun with what he does. And I mean, I thought to go on the perfect date wasn't to dress up in a clown outfit and run through a pier.
That's what he had you do.
No,
You needed
no, I ducked. We put up a tent in the middle of the polar ice vortex, and we had to go in with our violin and with our instruments and dive into there.
A little song about this winter being so cold.
Yeah.
And it's got us kind of like living in a big cardboard box.
And so, and are you talking about the video? You made her? Did you really make her go out in the snow for the video?
Yeah.
When she was telling us,
She
you
was
really
walking
did.
in the cardboard box and walking out.
And then she went out with you again after that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I didn't exactly walk out and walk in. But we've had a lot of experiences. I mean, when Larry and I met, we were playing two different groups, two different things that were vying for the same, but we joined forces with this one group, but we thought, no, I liked his playing too much, and I just really liked going off into that one bluegrass thing, which we incorporate some rock. I mean,
Yeah, well, thank you. Are you gonna play some of that for us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you're gonna play some music
Well,
for us. Is that what you're gonna play?
we're not sure what ones we're going to play.
We're gonna do.
Well, that one sounds like a good one. But everyone that I ever hear, I always like, so I'm sure we'll be happy. Was there anything else? Nick, did you have any more questions for them?
Well, I did. You guys are working on an album, right? Or you're finishing one up?
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, we got three songs done. We already finished one. I got one CD, but we're worried about we're doing the packaging right now. We're having problems with.
I know a guy. I know Larry. He can help you out, probably.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It's not too far away. So you have one already out? Is that what you're saying?
No, we don't. We're taking our time. Perfection takes time.
Oh yeah, of course it does.
Gotta add that. I'm just kidding.
But for all your fans out there, I liked you guys. I saw you last month at the collab night. Just blew everybody away. Just the amount of energy you bring to the performance was great.
And you guys are good too. I mean, my goodness, you made us feel comfortable.
And that's funny because that's not usually what we do there.
No, we try to keep people
We're
away.
just pretty critical. No, but it's great because we have people up there doing hip hop, or folk music, but we never get bluegrass. It's pretty cool. It was definitely a different vibe.
Oh, you don't want to get me talking.
Okay.
What are you gonna play for us? Do you know, or you really don't?
No, we're really not sure.
That's great.
We're going to do Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones, covered by the Rolling Stones. And,
Cripple Creek?
Yeah, we got to stay.
Love Please Come Home?
Love Please Come Home.
That's awesome. Well, I'm excited to hear it. If you guys want to check out the YouTube
I'm gonna say
channel,
Love Please Come
again,
Home.
it's YouTube, Allen
41709.
41709. Check it out. It's right here if you missed it. So, Jenny, got anything else?
We thank you guys.
No.
No, we
And
want
Gail.
to come on the show.
Yeah, thanks.
No, I don't have anything else.
All right, well, let's get to the performance. Thanks a lot for coming on the show. I want to thank everybody for coming to the show tonight. I want to thank Larry. I want to thank Old Matter. Of course, I want to thank Silo and you at home. I'll see you next time. Peace out.